Look at my sous chef working in the kitchen. This is Alicia chopping up some garlic. I love having a sous chef. All I gotta do is throw it in a pan. Ready for a mukbang video. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I'm mixing some shallots, garlic, and some, since I don't have any Thai chili, I use this substitute for the Thai chili. That hot sauce is not organic, but oh my god, you just gotta mix it in. So I'm making a tofu with ground chicken and bok choy dish. It's a Vietnamese dish. Hey! We're gonna eat and do our mukbang today with my girl Alicia behind the cameras, aka sous chef. The bok choy got slightly soggy, but it's okay. Camera's rolling. Camera's rolling, camera's rolling. All the aesthetics to do the thing. It's getting hot in here.
Like this? Mukbang.
Muk, M-U-K. Well, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Are we doing both or we're just doing one?
We can do both. We can do it all.
Mukbang. For those of you who do not know what a mukbang is, mukbang, it's a Korean word for eating room or just live stream eating. So this is not your traditional mukbang video because I'd love to create value and share some of our wisdom through our healing journey and things we want to share with the audience to inspire them any way we can. But with the comfort of eating, because we are foodies and we love food, so kind of like a podcast, but not really a podcast. We're gonna eat and talk and just do the thing.
We're going to connect, enjoy some delicious meals. So those of you who want to tune in and check out her mukbang video, I will drop her YouTube channel link when the live video is done. But yeah, we're going to enjoy some homemade organic food made with love, nourish our body with health and vitality.
So
thank you. Someone said that we inspired them to start eating healthy.
Yes, so I made a Asian dish, Vietnamese Chinese dish with a ground chicken. Oh shit. And I almost spilled the broth, it's a little bit brothy, with ground chicken, organic tofu, and bok choy, and some green onions. So with some white rice. I'm gonna start eating super clean this week because I do have a photo shoot coming up on Saturday in the dunes, so that's gonna be really fun. But welcome to my YouTube channel, y'all. I have a special guest today, my dear soul sister Alicia. I love her dearly. We've been through a lot together. And yeah, how should we start this? How we first met, or?
We've got 14 years of history.
Yeah, there's so much to share. Well, I met you a long time ago when you were 18. And you're how old now?
33.
Yeah, so that's 14 years?
14 years.
We've been through something. We got closer like 10 years ago? No, like 7 years?
Maybe like 2014, yeah.
2014? Oh my god, it's almost
maybe a little bit earlier than that, yeah.
Yeah, so Alicia lived in Vegas and I decided to move to Vegas, and she was already there for how many years?
I think I was there probably for 3 years at that point.
Yeah, working the nightlife industry, living our best life, and yeah, it was a good time. We used to go party out a lot together and it was really fun.
It was. We had a lot of fun, a lot of long nights. A lot of eating, a lot of really good Asian food as well while living out there.
Okay, well let's eat. Let's do a little prayer first. I usually like to say a short little prayer. You know, thank you God, thank you Mother Earth, thank you to the plants and animals, and just may this food nourish our body just with gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for making such a delicious meal too.
Yeah, so this is not your traditional mukbang. Usually a mukbang video, some, you know, mostly the Koreans are eating in front of the camera, but you know, there's a lot of people doing mukbang videos now, and they're getting millions of views. It's crazy. But this not being the traditional mukbang video, I just love to connect and yeah, eat with my friends and be able to, it's like a love language of mine. So to be able to eat food with my friends are very just heartwarming, and it's like my going out now. Like, well, if we do go to restaurants, it's kind of like going to the club, because we don't really go to the clubs anymore, you know. But yeah, let's eat. Why don't you taste it? Make sure it's good. Show.
Oh, without a doubt, I know it's good.
Make sure it's good. We tasted it a little bit already, but it's so hard to see. It's not focused. Yeah.
14 years, 10 solid years of her cooking for me, and there's never been a time
10 years?
I mean, you've definitely cooked a lot of meals for me, and all of them have been good.
Do you have a favorite, actually?
I do like your adobo chicken. Yeah.
Chicken adobo?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's a Filipino dish. It's really good. It's just literally made with soy sauce and vinegar and garlic. It's so easy to make. This is pretty good, huh? I'm hungry.
Now, Janet actually introduced me to organic food long time ago.
It was an accident?
Actually.
Oh, actually. I thought she said it accidentally.
No. Janet was quite the pioneer in the realm of health and wellness. Back in 2014, you were schooling me on the importance of shopping organic and eating clean and introducing goji berries and maca and all these superfoods in my life. And now, 10 years later, look at where we are. Holistic wellness practitioners, superfood store.
Yeah, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do now? Since, you know, we were living our best life in Vegas, working the nightlife industry, and we, you know, we had to feel good in our bodies, you know, to be able to you know, I can't even talk right now. I can't even think straight.
We just got back from Danny Morell's Awaken to Your Higher Self retreat in Palm Springs. So we are
That was powerful.
replenishing ourselves, pouring into our temple, our body, and continuing to lean into being healthy.
If you guys do not know who Danny Morell is, I got obsessed with his work. Just about last year, this whole year, I've been listening to all his podcasts, and it's about awaken to your higher self, awaken your higher self. And he really touched on all the subjects with health, money, finances, relationships, all those things, where I think is very, very important, because the number one thing on a lot of these charts is your health. It starts with your health. And I've always been obsessed with eating organic and being healthy and staying youthful, and to be able to be active, because you know, I teach yoga. It's through movement medicine that really keeps me alive, and making sure that I eat the best quality food that I can. Don't get me wrong, I do go out to eat at restaurants and stuff like that, but just being conscious of what you're intaking. And Alicia actually introduced me to this company called Purium. It means pure and premium. And you know, I didn't jump onto it right away, because I just moved here from Vegas to LA area. And but when I, you know, took the time, I was just still creating income, and I took the time to learn about the company. And the more I learned about it, the more Alicia told me about it, I got super obsessed. It was like, all right, I'm all in now because of the supplements. You want to tell them about glyphosate and like what got you into Purium anyway?
Yeah, I'll definitely share in that. Knowing that Janet definitely pioneered the nutrition path well before I did, we started, I would say we really both embarked upon like really doing the work on our self-love and healing journey when we went to Peru in 2016. And at that time, we, you know, started to explore energy healing. We got certified in Reiki. We pursued and got certified. You know, she got her additional 300 hours in yoga. I started my first yoga path at that point. Now I have 1,000 hours certified in yoga all these years later.
Me too.
And you know, on my self-love journey, I was, you know, starting to meditate, starting to make sure that I was having the weekly self-love ritual, really doing the energetic work. You know, we studied shamanic energy healing. I worked with the shaman. I was doing all of these things to support me emotionally as well as mentally, as there was a lot of depression that I was also going through. And when I moved back home to Chicago area after living in Vegas, I knew I needed to start over at this point in my self-love journey to get to where I wanted to grow and be in my life. You know, now I'm a somatic attachment practitioner. I'm 3 years into my Ayurveda health degree now, and I'm really passionate about holistic health and healing. And what really dawned on me was I could only feel so good doing the meditation, having the, you know, yoga practice, the Pilates practice, and you know, doing the energetic healing and clearing. I could only feel so good with the brain fog, and at that time I didn't know I had an inflammation response in my body. I was working through a shoulder rotator injury. You gotta love how life just, you know, has a way of intervening and taking you where it's meant to take you, because I tripped over the dishwasher. Doing something I've done a million times, washing dishes. And it was in that moment.
How did you trip over the dishwasher?
I just moved in to my first apartment. So for a year, I moved back home. I lived with my dad. You know, it taught me a lot about accepting people for people and really being able to hold my own sense of presence and really being able to cultivate a sense of who I am instead of getting lost in the wants and the needs and, you know, just being a product of my environment. So I'm really grateful to even have that space to start over and explore deeper parts of myself. And, you know, I just moved in my first apartment, and they had like a little like island behind me. And, you know, when you're new to somewhere, you don't know like the distance between everything yet. And I'm sure I was rushing, doing the dishes, went to turn around, and I tripped over the dishwasher door and knew that I just needed to do anything to not hit my head on the counter. So I kind of like did this like tuck and roll move and landed right on my shoulder. And at that time I was teaching a lot of fitness classes.
Wait, what apartment was this?
The one in Palatine that you never got to see, the one that I sent you to the wrong address.
I didn't see it. Are you sure?
Oh. No, you never went to that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I went to the chiropractor for about 6 to 8 months, and she just was like, there's an inflammation response. I really feel you need to work with a nutritionist. And a Reiki client of mine introduced me to a girlfriend, which was Ashley, and it was history ever since then. I was mind blown that in 10 days, the muscle wasting, the inflammation response, the pain in the body all subsided. And at that point, I just got like mind blown at the power of a gut health journey. And I don't even know, maybe 3 months in, I ended up signing up and pursuing my Ayurveda path for clinical health now. So that's amazing.
I'm so proud of her, guys. It's just crazy. This is like a brand new Alicia. From how many years ago? You've been in this healing journey since over 8 years now? 7, 8 years. But the younger Alicia, she's still fun, but she was really fun. She was the life of the party, you know, wilding out, drinking alcohol. You know, we had a really good time back in the day. And it's been a wonderful journey to be able to grow with you and heal with you. And there was this one time that we got mad at each other where like we didn't even talk for 3 whole months, that we were just triggered over some dumb stuff, you know. And it's so funny that we were able to, well, it's good. I'm so happy that we were able to get past that and move past that and still, you know, love each other dearly and just grow together, really.
Yeah, I think we both were really finding ourselves at that point. Was that like the summer after we went to Peru? So we were deep into our integration, and you know, I think you need those moments of solitude to really come back to yourself. It was really easy for me to always just sleep over at all my friends' houses and eat all the amazing dinners my friends knew how to cook. I never valued going and like spending money on groceries. I actually was healthy more in a way because I was afraid of how I was going to look Versus now on my health journey, there's a different type of confidence in why I'm doing what I'm doing, because it's not about how I want to look, it's about how I want to feel. So, you know, in my 20s, I did a lot of restricted eating. Versus now, you know, I eat whole food, food that has prana, food that has life force energy.
Highly recommended. Highly encouraged. Highly, we invite you to really choose and be conscious about the foods you eat. And we want to stress that organic is so important because they're spraying so much pesticides in our food, and fillers and carcinogens and artificial flavoring and dyes. And this is the stuff that's really killing you guys, like killing you slowly, you know, and it's not killing you softly, but it's killing you slowly. You're just gonna not feel good in your body, and you want to be able to grow old and feel good in your body and be able to walk and not be on a cane or be bedridden. Like, this is why we stress and encourage people to eat clean, eat healthy as best as you can, but of course give yourself a little room for indulging as well and not feel guilty about it. So no shaming, no why I should have, you know, I shouldn't have ate that, and like, you know, I've done it myself and you've done it too probably, right? Where you're like, oh shit, like I probably shouldn't be eating this. But why don't you talk about your sugar addiction?
Yeah, I make it a practice of giving myself grace too. I think a health journey is really just about timing and just trusting in the process and not forcing, and meeting yourself where you're at while also holding yourself to the standard of where you're going. But yeah, you know, it's a journey of one step at a time. If you would have told me, and this is something I've actually been really reflecting on a lot more these last month, maybe even two, is just like, wow, if you would have told me I wouldn't be eating Subway anymore or Sour Patch Kids or Doritos.
You love Sour Patch Kids.
That was my Snapchat name, was Sour Patch Kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like Skittles, Starburst, M&M's, like you name it. I can tell you what my favorite thing was at different fast food chains. And, you know, it's coming full circle. I would have never believed you if you would have been like, you're not going to eat fast food anymore. You know, I still have my candy. There's brands now, like, where you can do things like, I think 80-20 rule, and yeah, when you go out to eat and it's a celebration or a wedding or a birthday, it's like, yeah, live your life. Like, life's not meant to be restricted, because that does create space to sabotage and rebel out. And it also tells the body, when we do eat something like a cheat meal, we're telling our body what we're doing is wrong, and then we naturally attach ourselves to feeling guilty. And if we eat something, it's like, eat with acceptance, this grace part of like, live your life, meet yourself where you're at, because either way, regardless of what you're eating, if you're eating food and you're not in a healthy relationship with food, and you're feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have ate that, or why did I do that, and there's that layer of rejecting it, what the body also takes in is, I'm not supposed to be processing and digesting this, and it can start to play with, you know, different organ functions and things like this as well, because there is that mind-body connection. They're both equally in communication with each other. You know, so with sugar, I mean, she used to hide her chocolate bars from me. I used to be able to, you know,
she was eating all my chocolate bars.
I would sleep eat. I would wake up in the middle of the night and make a bowl of cereal. I would bite cream cheese out of the package. Like, I had like literally no shame in my game. I would eat a whole jar of peanut butter in a week at Jacqueline's house. Like, they had high stuff for
a whole peanut butter jar?
Yeah, a whole peanut butter jar.
Damn.
And I loved Reese's. However, 27 came around, and you know.
How did you control that now, like moving past the sugar addiction?
Well, 27 happened, and my body started having a lot of inflammation response. I'm not going to get into all the details to, you know, save us, you know, because we're eating. But I was having a lot of digestive stuff coming up. And, you know, when you're uncomfortable, you're going to start to really seek solutions. So it took me to get to the point of where my body needed to yell out to me to get me to listen, because I noticed I always had donut cakes for my birthday. Ooh, I love brownies too.
Donut cakes. Oh.
And every time I would eat a donut or something that had really a donut,
oh my God, I haven't had a donut.
It would give me a bad reaction. So, you know, I had to grieve the fact that I couldn't eat donuts anymore. And you know, when the body does get balanced, it's not about it never being, you know, something I can enjoy. However, I don't even know the last time I ate a donut. Now I don't care anymore.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I don't even care anymore.
If you don't eat it for so long, it's kind of like you feel like you don't need it anymore, really.
Yeah, but it was a slow process of weaning off of eating the sugar. It wasn't an overnight thing. It was also doing a lot of energy clearing and not even realizing at that time of my journey that I was also doing somatic work. So nervous system regulation, because a lot of the times addictions are ways that we're seeking something outside of us for that sense of satisfaction or temporary pleasure. So really I feel just the more that I've come back to loving myself, I've been more intentional around my choices and decisions.
Yes, that part. Loving yourself is a thing. You guys definitely get to be aware of that. Like, I love myself in such a way that I get to make sure that it's a non-negotiable for me to move and work out and do yoga and go hiking at least 5 times a week, or maybe 4, you know, like some days at least 4 times a week, you know, because obviously I'm a yoga teacher and a health coach, so like I'm very conscious of what these things are, and it's very important to me. And you know, it's very important to you too, right? To move. And I'm blessed, and I really really enjoy being a yoga teacher, because you know, I have private clients, I teach on Zoom, I teach at the studio. So to be able to move with my students as well, it's really nice. It's not my own practice, but I do go to the gym and I like to get my workout in as much as I can. And when I'm tired, I get to listen to my body and sleep in if I need to, and take a nap if I need to. But definitely replenishing your muscles is very important. And I think taking certain supplements are very important too, to you know, take care of your muscles, like taking the right protein, taking the right products, and making sure your products don't have like, if you guys love to work out, like if you think you're like super healthy and like you're eating these proteins with whey and it's not organic and it has a lot of fillers and carcinogens, and it's not clean because
metals,
they have pesticides and metals and all kinds of crap that you do not want in your body, you know. And there are people who are just programmed that they don't know any better, because I believe that they just don't have the knowledge. They don't have the knowledge of, because the American standard diet is just horrible. You see fast food restaurants everywhere, and people are making products super cheap because they're saving money, and they're pushing out, you know, factory manufactured stuff. Like for Starbucks, for example, you could taste that their coffee tastes burnt, and it does not taste good. You know quality coffee when you know the quality, the coffee beans taste so good where you don't even have to add sugar to it. Blue Bottle.
She just took me to the best coffee place ever.
Yeah.
They don't have this kind of stuff where I live back home, okay?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't put any sugar, there was no flavoring in it. Oh my gosh, it was so delicious.
We did not need no extra syrup, none of that crap. And I mean, I would go to Starbucks if I desperately feel like I need caffeine that day, and there's no mom and pop cafes around, and there's, you know, like for example, like even at the airport, I try to avoid Starbucks if I could and go to like maybe even Coffee Bean. But Coffee Bean, same thing, it's not organic. Their coffee is probably mass produced, and I rather choose the most high quality coffee ever. And like 98% of my things that come in, the food that comes into my home is organic. And you know, there is probably a couple percent that's not organic, like maybe certain seasonings or my Asian seasonings, that's not organic. But when I get to the grocery store, I definitely buy everything organic to the best of my abilities. And when I cook, you know, I put a lot of love into my food. You're almost done. Do you want seconds?
Oh my goodness, I am so full.
Oh, you're full? Okay, good. Oh, you were snacking earlier a little bit.
I was a little snacking.
We bought some chips and spinach artichoke dip, and the chips is a Siete brand because it's made with avocado oil. It's actually a good, cleaner chip. I really love that brand. So if you guys want to look into, if you guys love chips like we do, the Siete brand is definitely highly recommended.
Satisfies my Dorito craving.
Yeah. We're not sponsored, but I'm going to show you actually.
Oh yeah, I for my birthday I had a potluck and I requested this brand of chips to make it to the party because they're delicious.
This one is a jalapeno and lime. We use this as a dip.
And I think like something to highlight on is I find, you know, if you can't get everything organic, I think the most important thing is to be mindful of what type of oils you are cooking with. Because I did not know that I was cooking with grapeseed oil, and it's a highly inflammatory oil to be cooking with.
Yeah.
So we wonder
Because
why I had the inflammation here and in the hamstrings and all of that. So yeah, you learn so much, but you just don't know until you know. I had no idea around like mineral depletion in the soil and things like this, and food not being picked at prime ripeness.
Oh yeah.
We got a little spicy bite.
That's another thing. Some water. Cheers. Yeah. So throughout our journey from partying and working in nightlife to where we're at right now, we have grown so much. And even the times we were living in Vegas together, when we were in our going into our spiritual journey, after doing Peru, we learned how to chakra balance and do the healing work, and we were able to connect with plant medicines because you chose that school, School Yoga Institute, and they also taught about the 4 medicine
directions.
wheel.
Yeah. And that's something that I really have integrated long term in my life. And you know, funny thing is 2014, 2 years before we even went there, when I went to move back to Chicago, I found a journal and I saw that I was working with the 4 directions, and that's something I'm really passionate about.
But you were already working with the 4 directions before we went to Peru? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was reading a book. I lived in a house where we had a pool in the backyard. I was floating around reading this Native American book, which is what inspired my back tattoo. And I saw that I was writing the 4 different paths of initiation, but it was with the Native American medicine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's probably because your ancestors are Native American, right? Yeah. And I feel like I've probably been a Native American in my past life too, because I really resonate with the work that the Native Americans do in Peru with ayahuasca and plant medicine. And Alicia and I were blessed to be able to go to Peru, working, making all the cash that we did to, you know, do the work on ourselves and invest in ourselves, because it's so important to invest in yourself through school or get certified or whatever you need to do to invest in yourself, even whether you're getting a massage or whatever it is. Knowledge and wisdom is power. Like, yeah, it's, you get to learn whatever you're passionate about, heal people, and that's the journey we're on. And this is why I love collaborating with my soul sister here, because we've done full moon ceremonies together. We've done full moon ceremonies together, new moon ceremonies together.
The first one we ever did, we had 100 people show up for my Facebook
That was the first
invite.
one?
That was the first one.
Yeah, and that was when I was really stepping into my power after I did MITT. And wow, I got vulnerable. Like, that was the thing that I thought was a weakness that became a superpower, because me being able to be vulnerable in front of a freaking crowd of 100 people in front of the fire ceremony that we hosted, for me to, and I like literally was so emotional.
And like everybody was brand new to working with the full moon too. That was so beautiful. And it inspired me. And I, 501c3 to nonprofit after that moment too. Bringing people together that way. And now we're going to be doing a retreat together soon, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah, so we have a retreat coming up, a women's healing retreat that Alicia curated. It's going to be in January 2024 in Punta Gorda, Florida. Now, can you tell them about what we're offering in the retreat?
So we're going to be offering a space for you to come as you are. This, again, is a woman's only invite. And we're going to be exploring getting into our bodies, into our heart, moving with a slower pace, and also getting really clear in the direction that we want to go and grow. And I think that something's really special about bringing a New Year's retreat together is we're going to really curate the space for reflection to happen, for self-inquiry to happen, to get on the yoga mat, to be in, embodied dance circles, intimacy building exercises, really diving into nervous system regulation. And, this
cut off because of the camera situation. You said last time something about coming from your heart space.
Yeah, this is just a place to really come and get into your heart. You know, we're going to be connecting to nature. We're going to be nurturing our inner child. We're going to be leading through very specific workshops that are going to help you identify, you know, what you need to feel more balanced and in your overall well-being. We're going to be eating delicious, organic, fresh meals. And I am so excited because it's going to be manatee season in January.
Ooh.
Last time we got to see dolphins, so I'm really excited.
Can I put a life jacket on? Like life?
Yeah, of course you can wear a life jacket.
Especially if we're going in deep end.
Yeah, but we're going to be, you know, going kayaking. There's going to be a great blend of healing and relaxing and connecting with other women, as well as getting out and adventuring and like maybe trying something new, maybe something you've never done before.
Yeah.
Typically there's a lot of first-time retreaters at the retreats that I do host, and you know, it's fun to be able to bring our inner child out through group activities like going to the beach. I'm really excited to go to a hot spring.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a little bit cooler in Florida, but we have a heated pool on the property. We've got 2 hot tubs. And we have a fire pit, so I'm really excited for us to lead a fire circle together again. We're going to be going out there. I think it's during a new moon, so beautiful time to set intentions. And you know, this is a time where we don't need to rush into the new year. We can actually take time to slow down, step back, and ask, what do I want for myself? I feel like, you know, there is this collective theme of like, you know, coming right out of the holiday season, and boom, we need to be able to like pump out and produce all these goals. And it's like, where's the integration? Where's taking the space to slow down so that you can hear your intuition and know where you want to go from a place of your personal truth, instead of getting swayed from the outside energy or distraction. So, you know, looking forward to introducing some Ayurveda. I know Janet's going to be offering some breath workshops and Buddha yoga. We're going to be exploring many different types of yoga, as well as meditation and different ceremonies. We're going to be working with some cacao, and the other facilitator is going to be offering some light language activations in the hot spring, which this hot spring has been linked to prehistoric man. There's been some super cool like woolly mammoth and sloth bones that have been found there.
Bones? Wow.
Yeah, this is like some ancient soil we're going to be touching. You know, I'm quite surprised. This was my first time with the last retreat that we did there, going to this side of Florida, and there's a lot of vortexes over there. There's just really, really beautiful energy. It's linked to ancient Atlantis when you get down to Siesta
That's
Key
why
Beach.
I think I'm going there, because I feel like I'm from Atlantis too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll be doing some Akashic records, and you know, really working with activating what it means for you to step into your pure potential and to take aligned action, and to you know that you can be your own best leader and advocate for what you want to design for your own life.
yes, so if you ladies feel called to come join us, and if all these things sound good to you, please come join us, and we'd love to meet you and connect with you, and be able to just hold space in that type of setting, and come invest in yourself and have a retreat. It's gonna be so fun and so good. I'm super excited.
And I just really want to put an emphasis on, like, you know, every retreat that I have seen, I've witnessed, if the intention is you want to connect and develop friendship and bond with women in ways that maybe you haven't necessarily received yet, like, this is a space for us, for all of us to like love on each other. And I see people hanging out years later after retreats, even some of them business relationships or just really amazing friendships. And I love when I see people go and visit each other and
empower each other and encourage each other and just support each other in growing and healing and elevating at our most highest frequency. And this is what we love to do. I mean, Alicia and I just did some work together at Danny Morell's workshop, and we didn't realize how, I mean, I knew it was going to be powerful, but damn, you know, like there's still so many layers, you know. They say heal people, and hurt people. And let's be part of the heal people part. I think that's so important. And, you know, you want to be able to fill your cup up so you can support your own friends and family. And if you feel called to be a Reiki practitioner or anything in the energy field, you know, reach out to us. Leave a comment below if you definitely feel called to come and join us for the Women's Healing Retreat. Please comment below and we'll reach back to you. And I mean, I host retreats about a couple times a year in Joshua Tree, and do psilocybin ceremonies under the new moon as well to manifest your dream life, and also connect with, you know, new people where you can have a nice weekend getaway. So for those of you who cannot, you know, go for a whole long week, maybe joining me for Joshua Tree for a weekend might, you know, you might be interested in. So just reach out and yeah, let us know. Isn't any last words for the audience? Like something inspiring or something you wanted to share, like encouragement or anything like that?
I just want to remind you that whatever it is that you put your heart into, it is possible. It already is done. You know, so just giving yourself that grace and that space to trust in the process. Patience shall prevail. You know, there's, you know, always progress, and healing is not just a straight shot forward, you know, so allow yourself to climb the mountains and gain perspective, and know in discovering who you are, it's such a beautiful pathway of self-realization. And yoga and energy healing, these are the things that have really supported me in grounding and coming back to my heart being an anchor, and it's possible for everybody. So if you're in the midst of transition, if they're, you know, you're not knowing who you are or where you're going or what gives you a sense of purpose in life, you know that I was once there, and it's okay. It's okay to be where you are. It's okay to be vulnerable. And acceptance is one of the greatest teachers of self-love. So, yeah, thank you for having me on and sharing. And
of course.
We look forward to connecting with those souls who feel called to join us in Punta Gorda, Florida. And, you know, I also do life coaching around, you know, stepping into your purpose.
Share what you do, so if, you know, you feel called to you feel called to connect with you. I
have a lot of self-paced courses getting launched this year. I've been putting my heart into developing a platform for people to really step into their purpose, and that looks like group coaching. It looks like doing life purpose coaching with me, as well as, you know, going at your own pace. We'll have self-paced programs and retreats, and this is something I'm really dedicated to, is helping people, you know, really awaken to their ability to be their own healer, and to really help people cultivate that sense of compassion and presence, and to not be living off of default and the conditions and the limiting beliefs and the ways that we react to life. And, you know, I really care a lot about supporting people and becoming more responsive versus reactive.
Yes, I love that. Man, just knowing Alicia from when she was 18 until now, and the growth that she has, you know, growing, I can't even talk today. The growth that I've seen her go through is absolutely inspiring, really. And Alicia, you inspire me every day. And I love, you know, just being your soul sister, your dear friend, and just, you know, being able to always connect with you whenever I can, when I need a little sisterly advice or anything like that. Alicia is an amazing coach. So if you ever need to connect with her through the work that she does, please, if you feel called, please reach out. Oh, you guys can follow her on Inspiration is Life, on her YouTube channel as well. What do you have on your YouTube right now?
So I post a lot of meditations, different somatic exercises, as well as yoga, Pilates videos, and then from time to time you'll hear me share a video on tips to overcome overwhelm, but you can find a lot of meditations on my channel. Yeah.
Nice. And
breath
on
work.
Instagram?
I love breath work. There's just like so many different ways to breathe. So
yeah, we had a very powerful breathwork experience we did three breathwork workshops with Danny this past 3 days, and that was really powerful. to come back to meditation and being able to channel and like connect with your ancestors and have that clarity of just your third eye opening into that realm. It's crazy. Like I trip myself out sometimes over this stuff. It's kind of like, what? The intuition, the channeling, the connecting to spirit, and just being super spiritual nowadays has just been a blessing, and I really enjoy to be able to share our wisdom with you guys.
I think one other thing that I would like to put an emphasis on is like we didn't know how to listen to our intuition. Like this was something that we developed, and we made it a practice to really tune into ourselves. And the body is an instrument, and all the answers are within you. So you could do exactly what we're doing. We're not any more special than anybody else when it comes to being in tune and aware of ourselves. Everybody has the ability to step into their potential and really be able to have this deeper understanding of the mystery of life.
Yeah, because growing up as a baby, you get layers, and you just get blocked with things being hurt and numbing and like things. I mean, it's rare that that there's parents, of course, that a child can grow up in a very loving family, but you don't know if they might have been bullied at school. Like there's
trauma's trauma.
Trauma's trauma. Yes.
Shock is shock. Anything that happens too soon, too fast, regardless of the circumstance, our nervous system is primal. The brain is, designed to protect us in certain ways. So depending upon what different people are exposed to, like we still move out of fight, flight, or freeze response and respond. So, we all have different experiences in life, but like I said, the body is an instrument, and we can fine tune these different ways of being reactive.
So the best way you can clear your vessel and doing cleanses, I'll be your gal if you guys ever want to do a nutrition cleanse and release weight or balance your hormones or just feel better in your body through superfoods and just some health coaching work. I can be your accountability coach. Just reach out.
Yeah, and she's amazing. She has so many amazing testimonials of people of just, wow, like 100+ pounds.
Oh yeah. Like in a month they lose from 15 to 30 pounds in 1 month. So depending on who you are, I have clients who want to gain weight, so I kind of teach them how to eat cleaner, but like eat super. It's your gut. It all comes back to your gut. It's in your gut health. And sometimes people have the skinny genes. Maybe they have too much adiponectin, right? The skinny hormone, and you just burn food really fast. I mean, lucky. Those people are lucky, right? But some of those people are like, I want to gain weight, but you get to build your muscle too. Build your muscle from working out. Lifting heavier weights, that can support as well, and while eating more, of course, but eating good, healthy, clean foods like sweet potatoes and just good carbs like brown rice, but just eat a little more if you want to gain weight. More avocados, more almonds, things like that. So yeah, just reach out. And anything else?
No,
that's it.
It was fun. This was good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, I hoovered it. I hoovered it. Peace out. Just want to hug my sister here. So please subscribe if you enjoy this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and reach out. Mwah! Mukbang, mukbang.